Hello, everyone. I thought I'd try this as a new segment to see how it works out, but maybe once a week I'll look out for various horror news articles and share them with you. So, as we're just getting to the beginning of November, I've seen this. This is bloody disgusting. What I'll do is I'll share the link in the description so you can go and see it for yourself. But five deep cut horror movies to seek out in November 2023. Always interesting getting suggestions. This is by Paul Lay, I think. Right. So, well, apparently this is an ongoing series. So, in this month's installment of Deep Cuts Rising features a variety of horror movies with some selections reflecting a specific day or event in November and others chosen at random. Regardless of how they came to be here or what they're about, these past movies can generally be considered overlooked, forgotten, or unknown. This month's offering featured Dracula, a giant zombie poodle, a golem, and more. Right. So, movies from the past, forgotten gems, so to speak. Be interested to know how many of these I've actually seen, but let's go and have a crack at it. So, The Tomb of Dracula, 1980. An animated version, right? Okay. Directed by Minoru Okasaki. Excuse my pronunciations, by the way, as I probably butcher most of them, but right. For World Television Day, November the 21st. Right, before I even start, there's something that really winds me up at the moment. With social media, everyone's throwing mud at the wall in terms of everything's at this day, at that day, or another day. They're just throwing the mud at the wall to see what sticks. It's just bloody annoying at this point. Stop it. Because it's just really annoying. It's like everything has to be, let's have a major event to try and plug whatever we're plugging. Just give it a break. Just make content, make it the best you can, and use a marketing strategy that actually appeals to people. See this. I'm just sick of it. I don't know what you think about it, but I just get annoyed. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm just tired of it now. It's oversaturated. It's overdone. It's not original, and it's cheap now. Actually, cheapens the idea. But let's crack on. Dracula followers, as well as Marvel fans, might get a kick out of the 1980 animated TV movie based on the serialized comic series The Tomb of Dracula between 1972 and 1979. The iconic Count Dracula was reworked into a master antagonist who was routinely opposed by a team of vampire slayers. The series also contains the introduction of popular Marvel character Blade. All right. Not familiar with that, but yeah, that's something I've tried looking up. I was going to pick up a bunch of horror comics, and the website crashed, so I went to buy them, bunch in a series, and it wouldn't let me go any further, so I gave up. It's difficult now to get decent horror comics. I prefer graphic novels. I hate buying like a little bitty comic of about 20 odd pages. I'm not getting a full story. Just annoys me. That's why I never really was big into comic collecting. I just couldn't be annoyed. Like magazines, I hate magazines. Always have. You're paying money to buy ads. You know what I mean? There's more ads than actual story and stuff. I just never liked it. I was always a book fan. Prefer books. Give me a movie at either start, middle, and end, or give me a series where I know there's an actual narrative taking place. But yeah, it'd be interesting. Some cheesy horror movies, comics. Any suggestions, obviously, let me know. But let's go. Marvel and Toei Animation collaborated on a feature-length Japanese language telefilm called. I don't speak Japanese, by the way, so I'll not say that because I'll just butcher it. Dark Emperor Vampire Dracula was then dubbed into English and retitled Dracula Sovereign of the Damned. Although it was once hard to find, a fan subreddit called Kineko Video got hold of the original 16mm print and uploaded it to the internet not too long ago. So if you're craving a wild and fun version of the Dracula myth, sink your teeth into this hidden gem. I may actually go look that up and review it. Sounds actually like a bit of fun. Right, next up we've got The Territory, 1981. Not familiar with this one either. Directed by Raul Ruiz. It's getting colder outside for a lot of folks, but that doesn't mean camping is off the menu. Raul Ruiz, The Territory, is a reminder that the great outdoors can be enjoyed even when the temperatures drop. And for Take a Hike Day, here's another one. Sorry, but I busily vomit. So, fans of survival stories should give this Portuguese psycho thriller a watch. Infighting quickly plagues these irritating characters as they rough it in the south of France. An unexplained force affects everyone, causing them to act strangely. After getting lost, the group then succumbs to a taboo human act, cannibalism. Go in expecting sometimes a violent art film, it asks its audience what they'd do if put in the character's shoes. The territory is available in various but scarce DVDs. Luckily, someone has been kind enough to upload a digitization online. And despite its French setting, the movie's dialogue is in English for the most part. There was a load of French, back in the 80s, there were a load of French movies that did partial English and French and subtitles, so don't see that as being a big thing. So that's online as well. I'll have a hook about after I upload this and maybe see if I can find these where you can watch them. So what have we got now? Door, 1988. Directed by Baname Takahashi. There is no better movie to watch on next random day than Door. Baname Takahashi's domestic terror tale was considered long lost at one point and has since been rediscovered and remastered. Now everyone can cheer on Keiko Takahashi's character Yasuko as she fight back against an unexpected tormentor. Oh, I suppose that's meant to be she fights back. Housewife and mother Yasuko can't be blamed, or she's a bit careless from time to time. Her husband's either too busy with work, or he's too sick to help out at home. So when she accidentally injures an aggressive door-to-door salesman named Yamakawa, the offense isn't taken lightly. Instead, Yamakawa begins to stalk this poor woman inside her own apartment building. Shockingly, Door erupts into a symphony of household violence that ranks high in the home as hell horror subgenre. It's easy to see why this movie is gaining a legion of new fans. Door is now streaming on Screenbox and is also available on Blu-ray from both Vinegar Syndrome and Third Window Films. The latter physical media releases included the first of the two Door sequels as a bonus feature. Takahashi also directed Door 2, Tokyo Dairy. Japanese might be fun. They normally take a good take on things interesting. By the way, if you've watched this, let us know. We can't get Screenbox in the UK, and I can't be annoyed with VPNs and stuff. So that's available somewhere else. I'll probably not get the same one. Right. Anyway, we've got then The Boneyard, 1991. The Boneyard's reputation precedes it, but uninitiated viewers shouldn't be too worried about this early 90s horror comedy not living up to expectations. Special effects artist and designer turned director James Cummins from House turned in a wonderful directorial debut. Here a group of random characters get locked inside a coroner's building with zombies. Okay, sounds like Return of the Living Dead, but why not? This is not a typical or even serious story about the undead. Oh, right. It's more in line with the Return of the Living Dead franchise. Okay, I'll read the next paragraph. I'm not the only one who's seen that straight away. And anyone who's seen the movie is sure to bring up the giant zombie poodle. Or why wouldn't they? Oh, and because Thanksgiving, all right, well, I think that's one we all know about, is briefly mentioned in a throwaway line. The movie can be included in your Turkey Day horror watches. I'm getting to think the authors set up this series and clutching at straws. That's one reason why I'm always reticent about bringing up random series on the channel. One thing I always think about is, can I carry this on? A lot of these articles as well are painful to read. So, like I said, I'll try it, see what the reception is, and then I'll just be a random one. I'll not try to stick to anything because it's all right for the beginning, but not everything. So this guy's obviously every month there's certain days, and he's trying to find tenuous links between that and old horror movies, and then you've got a team of researchers. That's not easy, but sure. It's available on Tubi. I'll be right. Okay, Clay, 2008. Cool model, by the way. Boundary Gun. Gateway horror is on the rise these days. Anyone wanting a more mature dose of formative frights, though, may be interested in the BBC adaptation. Well, I'm not watching the BBC. I refuse to pay the license, and I have no interest in that corporation, so I'll not be watching this. Of David Allen's 2005 novel Clay. The TV movie of the same name comes across as more of a coming-of-age drama. Two boys are tired of being bullied, so they and a new kid at their school create themselves an uncanny protector. Sounds like a golem. Yep, actually did he mention that in the beginning. So Clay plays out like the 80s Twilight Zone episode, The Shadow Man. The two young protagonists and their classmate here eventually lose control of their creation. Golem made out of clay that goes too far to keep its master safe. Sounds like every story ever, Megan, you name it, has come out. It's just the old trope of create something that goes too far. The boys also possess directly opposed ethics, which makes doing the right thing even harder. Clay is currently streaming on Prime Video, okay? No genre is as prolific as horror, so it's understandable that movies fall through the cracks all the time. But this is where the recurring column, Deep Cuts Rising... sorry, I'll try that again. God's sake. This is where this recurring column, Deep Cuts Rising, comes in. Each installment of this series will spotlight several unsung or obscure movies from the past, some from way back when, and others from not so long ago. That could use more attention. Right, so there you go. There's an article. There's stuff. Let me know if this is a good idea to do. Obviously, I'll try and maybe focus it more about upcoming releases than things, I guess. I'm already getting the impression this is the first article I've read for this guy, and it sounds like he's stretching as it is. And I really hate those made-up days. Like those social media just flood you with them. This is such and such day. This is such and such, and you can't tell the difference anymore between the parodies and the serious attempts, and that's how bad it's got. And I hate them. But there you go. Have you seen any of these videos? Are you planning to? Let me know what you think. And more importantly, should I carry on with this? Should I do more of these type of videos in between the normal content? And as usual, keep updated with the channel, do the typey clicky things, and until next time, keep it creepy, keep it horrific.